by Diane Canfield, 03-15-2017. Dear beautiful souls. In many of my last articles I have talked about the importance of keeping our frequency high now and going forward because things are manifesting quickly. Right now the manifestations have sped up and the dark can manifest just as quickly as the light. To live fully in self-love is not to want to have darkness in our lives and to realize we have this power. To maintain the vortex of self-love and to live this way every day takes focus and dedication, yet the rewards that come with this are many. We are able to hold much more light in our body's target. We live in a temporary duality in the 3D world. Those of us that have been dedicated to the Ascension process for many years and even decades have been able to attain 5D, 12D consciousness with the body while still in 3D. This is the way it has to happen first. You may remember the old 3D saying about landing a promotion: you must act, dress and become the very thing you want before you will be able to manifest it. This is also the law of attraction, and it is correct. This is how some of us have been able to attain higher consciousness. We as an Ascension collective are more than halfway there now. We have attained the consciousness and the body is now transmuting into the light body of the fifth and higher dimensions. As we live in a duality, we must accept that the dark side also lives here, as well as the light. There are lower-level dimensions that can influence this one. These lower-level house beings that feed off of lower-level vibrations. As much as many of us starseeds and higher-dimensional angels know, coming here was not easy on us. We reside from a higher frequency and we had to lower ourselves to inhabit this earthly plane. This is why the rejection of the dark forces from such a young age for many of us took place and continues to take place. The dark can appear from the most unlikely places, something to remember. For me, I have always been in the light and never pulled towards darkness. Some say we all have darkness in us, but this is not equal for everyone. It depends on the level of consciousness that we came into this earthly plane on. The level of consciousness is directly related to who and where you were before coming here, what level of awareness you attained. There were many clues to this in this lifetime, but for now I will leave this for another article. This is why it is so important to work to attain spiritual self-mastery in this reality. In this realm of earth there exists many type of beings that are not seen by everyone. As a psychic clairvoyant, clear sight, I can see the hidden aspects and many different beings from other dimensions most cannot see. There are beings of darkness that feed off of human energy. I know this may be a shock to many, yet this is something I have been aware of for decades and why I choose to only live my life only in the light. These beings feed off fear and lower vibration energies. They then can create a state of darkness within the person they feed off of and attempt to control this being. Many of these dark beings are now being removed from the planet as I have talked about. As these beings are removed, more humans that were inhabited by the dark influences will regain their light, returning to who they truly are. This is why I talk about Ascension including everyone. This is the way it will happen. All dark influences will be removed, as they are now it is happening. Do not embrace your dark side but instead heal it and then discard it. Without healing we will not be able to move past it. The act of healing brings light to the darkness. The darkness then has to flee and can no longer exist within us. This is how we remove lower-level influences that attempt to control us and influence us. The darkness within ourselves is not aligned with the light, the truth and the Creator. If you have adapted to this duality you will have a more difficult time ridding yourself of darkness than those of us who have never accepted it. You will have to go back and remember when was the time it was accepted and then work to change this around into non-acceptance. Many have had dark energy thrown at them in childhood and unknowingly accepted it as their own, yet it did not belong to them. Part of my work is to help the ones to remember this is not who they are and to delete this programming. No dark influences can enter the fifth dimension and above. This is the time to clean this out completely and become fully engaged in the Ascension process. As we become more light, this then forms the light body Merkaba which we take with us into the higher realms. The consciousness expands first, then the light body formation, then the two work in harmony with each other to prepare us to travel to the higher dimensions.
As darkness leaves all beings, these beings become more filled with light. The space the darkness inhabited becomes filled with the light of the Creator who is the Stargate universe. Maintaining a high vibration at all times is of the utmost importance to not let darkness in. Some of the ways this can be accomplished is by working to raise our vibration and keep it raised at all times. To do this we do not let in hatred, anger, violence, jealousy, and we work to delete the false ego that tells us we are fine just the way we are and we do not need to work on evolving ourselves. We are here to spiritually evolve. This is part of our purpose in every realm we exist in. As the darkness leaves, this leaves room for more light in each being. As more light exists within each of us, this lets in more light for all beings. The light wins and we are winning. We can celebrate these times as we embody more light, inhabit the light body and become all that we are meant to be. The light is winning, and at a point no more darkness will exist as all beings on earth leave duality behind. I love you all. In service and love. Diane Canfield. Ascension teacher, psychic medium, star races, contact T-Wave expert.